considered a very powerful dimension. For example, if doing something good, for yourself, and engaging in a good deed out of motivation for seeking happiness for yourself, if it is a virtuous act, then how much more powerful the virtuous act would be if the virtuous act is dedicated, is done for the benefit of 100 people. And imagine if it is done for a much larger group of people. And this is similar to, for example, dedication of merits. When you have created a good karma, and if you dedicate that merit only for something good within this lifetime, then when this life comes to an end, then the effect of that merit is finished. However, if that same act, same merit, if you dedicate it for welfare beyond this lifetime, then that merit stays much longer. And this is why Shantideva explains in the Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life. He says that compared to bodhicitta, many other virtuous deeds their nature is such that when their fruits are experienced, then their potencies are exhausted. Whereas virtues that are sustained by the bodhicitta mind, then no matter how many times their fruits are enjoyed, their potency of the merit still remain very forceful. So, therefore, in order to generate this intention to seek bodhicitta, one needs to have this aspiration to bring about the welfare of infinite number of sentient beings. And once you have that, and then this serves as the kind of the causal motivation, which will then lead to the aspiration to seek Buddhahood. And at that point, one has attained bodhicitta. And it is this bodhicitta which will then make your realization of emptiness very powerful, to be able to act as an antidote, directly countering subtle obscurations to knowledge. So when we talk about obscurations in the Buddhist path, there is the obscuration in the form of afflictions, and then there is obscurations to subtle knowledge. And so although in terms of the actual antidote, it's the realization of the emptiness, is the same antidote both with respect to eliminating afflictions and eliminating the subtle obscurations to knowledge. What makes the difference is the complementary factor of bodhicitta. When the realization of emptiness is complemented with the bodhicitta, then the realization of emptiness becomes an antidote against the subtle obscuration to knowledge.
Oh yeah. Yes, and the miss the social session. Ne miss not too somebody did it on the social tomate. Shut hand as can do social tomate. Then Shanna saw Jana, the way you believe something. The saw Jana, consider something on him, Domina, Gaussian. That saw just a beauty, saw Jansen Dilla, said something good enough, social Domina. Social Domina Chow, Jicula, said something tiny, or social Domina. Shoot Chet, Gaussian, or not Chet. So today is an Chanum Nam Soda, Nandru Nam Dodgy, Tuli Nam Rupta, Gashima training the Changus on the Chasa was Sunshine. Somebody wanted to be some shake of money, not yet to have some time. Shanley, to possess some Punana, not yet to have it, watching. Gain, not yet to be already in a the Shana says Sunday, Shan social, marginals of its own don't catch. The day into that, want to see you, Shazan not to damage. Dana is nearly Tarmasam to be a children, some of Marity in a nearly 타로야 고방 주야기 유수 차상도 장주성 고마디 샤래야 차상 내지 자 이제 이르산에 장주성사 되게 다 간다 지금 주저 털도지 주야게 로치기 이번 이르산에 주저 현다디 패바디 샤로 장주성사 되게 고바이는 지금 약간 증주를 샤 터두가 그러면 다쳐도 줘야 한다리야 심게 로장 로테초 참 우주 대외에는 주제는 상황으로 샤로 주지 주제 소소의 이거 줘야 한다 우주 시우 대외에나야 러체도 돼야 돼 봐. 자자가 내가 이제부터 다르리 우주 이제부터 다르리 러체스 시기는 그거 남주의에 들으시보다 배드 개서 남주의에 다 들어 코체 그래도 저들이 이르잖아. 자주 생기 생기 계속 두려. 다 동이도 나와게야 참에. 너는 자주 생기 생기 로스 그냥 리치야 참에. 디리 조메는 시우지 답답 좀 해야. 오늘 남주 생기 최신하지 이말이. 양일이야. 디디지도 또 상스도. 안데 자주 생 고민이잖아요. 闲着那么写的就导呀，说几乎人数用的，这真正印的闲着那么写的就导呀，究竟这个，但究竟这个闲着那么写的，让人都上这个落地去，现在送来的，让基本什么套上的这个书来，让基本什么套上的这个现在呢，让基本什么。 진지 타락하는 데가 되나? 그 인정을 해야 돼. 현실적인 것이 유산에 랑 찍고 상대 이거 가지고. 지금 영화 예술 자주 망쳐지게 랑 싸지고 싶지. 현실 캐릭터야. 뭐 때문에 지금 파는 샹을 내가 되는 거. 저들이 얘기 아무튼 된지 직접. 랑지는 진지 타락하는 데가 직접. 你第一步就给人的乐趣休息一下，这种痛的，让也痛，闲也痛，态度也没几个，铺里大树面就是差不多，但闲基本上反正，带不几位进不出来就带着来些，照这个研究，他说了，但哪怕一辈子嘛，对不对？这马上就没啥了。 대화는 되고요, 동행 되고요, 근데 일단은 그저 두두 탄신 뭐 정리는 되게 샤를 그리고 뭔지 샤는 탄들도야 뭐 야고 시대다. 샤 탐자로 제시 방법 이용을 남아서 샤워를 주면 차도 지금 말에 맞게 지금 말에 대신 지금 말에 이 샤랑 지금 말에 이 마치베 이거 말 이 마치베 아주 되는 거 용도도 와. 这里落了俺家的，落了养老人院的这用着嘛，啊，就 stress 在这用着嘛，这说，这里就是你开发点这种，但这个是缺盐的，缺盐的，去路咱不是行业的，但是长老你唐小的那些去路长门老了，这个什么上不去过呀？现在拍的中国呀，甚至去路长门老做那些人，当我先基本怎么才，我们长门老相关就来下。 다들 다음에 왜 싫어서 그냥 산지를 쳐서 그냥 지나치래. 뭐 뭐시면 이슈셔가 출하는데 야우들 때 동리 다운이야. 그냥 지금 자주를 쳐는 더 나를 쳐서 자주를 쳐는 용기. 아니, 대창수 비즈니스 말이스. 나베 비즈니스를 대유상을 해서 세디. 세디를 이르산에 다음에 다운데 파샤. 된 나고서 상다. 제 현지지 세한테 나고 주고 말이 주고 창으로 미치야지래샤. So
when you think along these lines, the intention and the underlying one and the same act, for example, restraining from engaging in a murder or taking a life. One, if the person does it, restrains on the basis of legal consequences, recognizing the legal consequences, that if I do this, I will suffer the legal consequences. So there could be one situation where the person does it because of the legal consequences. There could be be another individual who does the same thing, but does so on the basis of a certain morality of religious practice, thinking that if I engage in this act, it will create a negative karma, the consequences of which I make, but out of a compassionate motivation, out of a recognition that the other sentient being, other person, is a human being like myself who cherishes his or her life.